It's 7 minutes after 7. My name is Kobby, Spiky, Nkrumah. It's a Tuesday, and so it means that we're going to have Geek Squad, the show that demystifies technology and brings it closer to you in your house, in your car, as you're going home from work. And yeah, for the ardent listeners of Joy FM, you probably already know this before I even had to introduce the show, and I'm glad. I'm glad you listen. And today, it's a two-pronged approach, just like MFS said. We're talking payments, and then we're talking LinkedIn. So we'll start with the payments, because right now, money is everything, isn't it? I say, isn't it? Michael Winston, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the root of all goodness.
Thank you. I like that. Repeat that. Money is the what?
Root of all goodness.
Good.
In
And
church on Sunday.
And to make that possible, right now we're trying to move towards a cashless economy, right? I have been running cashless for as long as I can tell right now, even though sometimes it's so inconvenient because you say, I want to pay cashless, and the person's like, no, I don't take any form of payment, only cash. And I just really wish everybody would accept other forms of payment. But there's a company that makes this possible for me, and that company is Hubtel. And I have a gentleman here, Patrick. Hi, Patrick.
Hi, Kobby.
Yeah.
How are
Welcome. I'm very well.
you? Long time no see.
Yes. Even though you are just a block away from
You
me.
see,
Yes, and Patrick is here to tell us about Hubtel and their new payment platform. First of all, Patrick, introduce yourself. You've been on my show before.
yes.
Yes. So reintroduce yourself.
My name is Patrick, as you just rightly said. I'm the head of product for Hubtel.
Right.
And so, Hubtel, as you know, we're a company that help customers and businesses as well. So for our customers, we help them to find and pay for anything nearby, whether it's services or items. And for businesses, we help them to also receive and send money as well.
So if you don't know, just go on your Play Store, go on your App Store, look for Hubtel, Hubtel, download it right now so you know what we're talking about. I use it especially when I'm hungry because I'm a bachelor, you know. So every time I'm hungry, I just open Hubtel, enter my location, look at the food that's around me, and then bang, order. And I used to make payments as well, but that's what we're about to talk about
Right.
today. Take payments platform.
Right.
Tell us about this.
So I think when we talk about payments or money basically is an exchange of value.
Right.
The reason why you give money to someone is to exchange value. So if you look at payment itself, it thrives on trade and commerce. So a business person, an entrepreneur, and we have a lot yourself, one of them, in and have ideas, or probably they even have some businesses they're running, they have some services they do. So the next thing that you start asking yourself is, how do people exchange value with you for whatever service or product that you've done was supposed to be exchanged with you? So we looked at the whole space and saw what is the problem and how we can come about. And we've been this for a very long time, as you rightly know. And 4 things stands out. One is convenience and ease of use. Everybody wants convenience. So if I'm a business, I'm an entrepreneur, I have an idea, I have a shop, I have a service, and I'm even a social organizer. I'm trying to help Geek Squad organize some kinky for an orphanage or anything of that sort. You definitely need a convenient way to be able to take this payment.
Right.
Second is reliability. It needs to be reliable. It has to be something that you can depend on. I think one of the things that has made payments thrive and move bounds, especially the past 2-3 years, is because now people are coming to believe that if I use this payment options there, and I can always come to it and use it. You know the ones that when you use it doesn't work, it's not reliable, you don't want to go to it again. So the second thing is reliability. Third is security. It must be secured. You want to be sure that the person that is paying you is the person who he is. You don't want to receive money and then as a business or as an entrepreneur, and then later you are hearing that it's not a person. And even the transmission of the value, it has to also be secure.
Right.
And then the fourth thing that most don't talk about is settlement. In payment, we have different payment options. So in Ghana, we have, I would say, about 4 different payment options, right? You have, if you talk digital,
Yeah.
so we have banks, which we always interface it with our bank card, whether Visa or MasterCard. Then we have mobile money. Then we have GHQR, which is the latest one on the block. And then you have cash, which is what everybody wants. Now, each one of these have a settlement option. Like if you do to the bank, sometimes you receive money, they will tell you it will settle to you the day after. T+1, T+2, some are instant. So if you're a business person and you are taking payment, how do you reconcile all this?
Right.
It's also a major problem. So we looked at this and so how do we bring out something to support businesses and this. So we learned two things. One is we build on top of SMS. SMS is an old age transmission line that is trusted and everybody relies on it. And you know Haptel in our history, very strong and number one in that. So we added payment to it. So when you come to Haptel, that is go to haptel.com or go to the app, you will see SMS and money. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen it and asking themselves, what is it? It is a way for you to be able to upload. So, for example, you have customers that are coming to you. Remember, I mentioned that convenience and ease of use is very important. You have customers, you want to reach out to them for them to pay for a service or a product that you have. You take their database, which is basically their numbers, come to SMS and money, upload.
Okay.
Now, in your Excel sheet or your file you're uploading, you can actually indicate how much money each one of them is supposed to pay you. Just give it that. It will generate a unique link for that specific customer.
Right.
And you just click on a button to send this bulk SMS to each of these customers. And then they're able to click on it and you're able to pay. So maybe you are running a small creche for your grandma or for your mother or a school. Just load the parents' numbers with their ward details and then their school fees amount that they have to pay or whether it's PTA dues. Load it. It will generate a unique link for all of them and it's sent. So at this point, the convenience and ease of use come here. I'm the entrepreneur. I'm going to take payments. I don't need to think of a developer to come and do some integration for me. I don't have APIs to work with. All I need is my customer database, how much they have to pay, and then we'll send it. This link is secured. So currently, for some time now, we've been licensed by Bank of Ghana. They've come to look at all our process. We are PCI DSS certified. And so all our chain of processes, we actually have a team that makes sure that everything that we are doing also is secured, is monitored 24/7 in there. So SMS and money gives you that opportunity. As the same business person, maybe you have some people you have to pay, right? Maybe those who work for you.
Right.
People now, when you are paying, it's like you have to know where their bank account is. Like somebody says, pay me via mobile money. Somebody says, for SMS and money, we say, don't worry about that. Indicate that I want to pay Kobby 5,000 cedis.
Right.
You will take the money and send a message to the specific person. You will see that you have sent him 5,000 cedis. Now he authenticates himself with the mobile number you give. And all he can do is that he selects where he wants the money to go.
Oh.
So instead of you trying to say, okay, give me your bank account, I do. Then he feels, okay, it didn't go. Now give me mobile money. No. Use this feature, upload it. The person will choose which one works for him.
It's actually good because, sometimes you want to send somebody mobile money and the person is owing quick loan. And you don't ask, and then you send the money and then
exactly.
let's go. And the person say, oh, Charlie, like you tell me before. So now I'll send you the SMS. You choose where you want the money to go.
SMS and money is your feature.
Yes,
the
and please pay a quick loan too.
Right. Then the second one that we have is we call request money.
Right.
So if you go to the app too, you see request money. And all this is for you to set up what you are trying to take. So for the request money, you click on it. It allows you to be able to set up, as again I said, what is it that the person is supposed to pay you for? Is it for a shoe? Is it for a service? You describe it very well. And before you set up, we make sure that we take your identity. So government ID is the one that we know. So we take that, we verify that you are Kobby, and then you have access to do it. So you put the amount, or you can ask them to be able to enter the amount they want. So for cases of charity, You want them to enter how much they want to give.
Right.
For businesses where it's for a specific item that I'm selling this shoe is worth this amount of money, you give the image of the shoe, give the amount, and then send it. Now, when that is done, it will generate the same link for you, which you can share on all your platforms that you have. WhatsApp, send via email. You can actually go and put it behind a link in your website.
Okay.
That when somebody click on it, it does it. Now, all this I've just mentioned, there's no coding in here. So Haptel has encapsulated all the coding aspect, made it so easy, a simple widget. You can do this on your SMS. You can also do it by just filling 2-3 inputs in a form, and they generates for you. The beautiful thing around this is that when they are paying you, you actually see who has paid.
Oh, so there's a dashboard.
There's a dashboard, complete dashboard for every single SMS you generate or link that you generate. You can actually go and track your report. You will see that Michael has paid, this person has not paid, and you can actually send them a reminder.
Interesting.
So in the context of the school I mentioned, or for the customers that you have uploaded and sent it to them, let's say they were 30 in number, 15 have paid, 15 have not paid. You can just click, see the tracking, you will see those who have paid. You can actually select, remind them. It will allow you to send an SMS reminder to all of them for them to pay the money back to you.
You see, I'm smiling.
Yes.
I have a list of people who owe me. I'm going to compile that list, and I'm going to send them an SMS and money, for them to start paying. I can track and see those who have paid.
Exactly.
And those who haven't paid.
Yes.
So if you know you owe me, just know you're receiving an SMS soon. Wait. So do I have to pay for the SMS?
Yes, you have to pay for the SMS that you're sending. But SMS is not expensive.
Yeah, but it's true, because eventually I'd still ask them. I still send them an SMS to ask for my money. Anyway, I'll call them. Yes. So it's essentially the same thing. So that's a good one. Okay. Now this is very interesting because
it's actually two pesos. So
2 pesos. Yes. It's even cheaper than pure water. So if you're walking to go and ask the person the money, you buy pure water on the way. Just assuming that you didn't take a car or something.
So 2 pesos means if you send it to 10 people, that's 20 pesos.
That's 20 pesos. That's your pure water.
So send to 100 people, you're paying 2 cedis.
Oh, Charlie. So, you heard this, and I'm sure you've already downloaded the app, because I said it. It's the Haptel app, HUBTEL. Download it right now, and if you want to pay people, just like I've said, or you want to request payments, or you want to charge your debtors to pay. Yes, Patrick, you want to add?
The last part I mentioned, I mentioned 4 pillars.
Yes.
I've talked about convenience and ease of use. I've talked about security. I've talked about reliability. The last one, which is settlement. When these people are paying you over these links you just sent to them for them to pay, you receive the money into your settlement account instantly. So as you are setting up as a business, you can actually indicate that all payments coming to me should go to my mobile money account or should go to my bank account. We have access to GIP, so whichever bank account you indicate, we are able to send the money into it. If the person pays now, the money is settled to you immediately. We don't settle you in an hour, we don't settle you the next day, we don't settle you in a week, we settle you instantly.
So it's not like go and pay the check-in and you have to wait 3 days.
So basically, as long as you get confirmation that the money the procedure for the money transfer has started, you settle the person.
We've done it straight for you.
They settle you at the end of the day.
Again, as I said, one of the complexities about payment space is that there are a lot of channels and there's a lot of settlement days. Haptel has done that for you.
Okay.
Don't think about it. Just use Haptel. Just send the link. Just generate your payment option. Give it to your customers. Let them pay. You receive the money instantly.
Wow. So one last question. See, I'm interested in this because as a small business, you have to do your bookkeeping and stuff.
Right.
So is that way I can generate a report after all this?
Certainly. That's why I mentioned to you that every link you generate, either on SMS and money, or you go to request money to generate, every record that is come, the payment, you see it is there. The time he came, how much the person paid, the channel he paid with, whether it's mobile money, bank card, GHQR. You also actually see if the person provided any additional information. All of them will be there.
Wow.
You can actually go to it, pick it up again, download it, use it for any other thing else you want to use later on.
Cool. Now
I have one question.
The beauty of it, before a question, is that if that same customer base, you have to reach them again. You don't need to come and upload another
You
Excel
just go
sheet.
back to that.
Just click
existing
on
list.
it and just say resend. It will bring the whole database back, and you just interact with them.
So what are you looking at for the future, Haptel? Because one of the payment methods, the receiving money thing, it reminds me of low key. You could start a fundraiser type thing, because we see a lot of these things on Twitter where people are trying to raise funds for people, and they're like, send it to this Momo number or this bank account or whatnot. So it's very like, are you guys also looking into fundraisers, and what's the general future plan?
I think for us, we are a payment processor. We want to facilitate that. We want to make sure that all these impediments in the way of businesses and young entrepreneurs that have come to do things, and then all you have to think about is, oh God, why am I going to receive this? So try to solve that problem now. For the fundraising part you talked about, we actually want those who do that work to come and use Haptel to raise funds, because in that context, it's available. We are a tech company. We make your work easier for you. So we are either saying here, and Kobby show that everybody that do this can easily come with their database, generate their link, and run this. Now, when you're also paying, they actually know who they are paying to, because we took your details about your government ID. When the person is paying, we show that you're actually paying Kobby.
Okay.
And it's verified by us.
Right.
Because we take certain information from you to be able to do that as well.
So no scams.
Yeah.
So you heard it here.
We're actually going to have an online stream show on YouTube tomorrow. So if you really want to know more about it, you can come to our social media page on YouTube. The program is going to be at 10 a.m. sharp in the morning.
So yes, subscribe to Haptel. Go on Haptel social media tomorrow at 10 a.m. to see everything about the payment platform that works, that does everything. And if you're fundraising, you can accept payments from every platform, from every, if it's cash, it's mobile money, it's bank, all of that. They accept all, and they help you also pay all. Thanks, Patrick, for coming.
Thank you, Kobby.
Yes, and you have to come back again some other time. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN. MTN everywhere you go. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, when was the last time you logged into your LinkedIn? And did you know that your LinkedIn could get you a job, depending on how impressive it is? Your LinkedIn is your digital version of your CV or your resume. And today, we'll be discussing about that. We'll be right back after these messages.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
There's 100 more reasons to buy your airtime with MTN Momo. You're probably asking why. Well, it's really simple. Momo is giving you back 100% bonus whenever you buy airtime from your wallet. That's 2 times the airtime you need. You can schedule your airtime purchase of any amount daily, weekly, or monthly by dialing star 170 hash and then use option 3 and follow the process, or simply dial star 170 star 311 hash. That's star 170 star 311 hash for a superb airtime purchase experience. So whether you're scheduling tomorrow's airtime today or buying airtime when you need it on star 170 hash or star 170 star 311 hash, you get 100% bonus airtime. So you can make twice as many calls and catch up with gist only on MTN Mobile. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN. MTN everywhere you go. And as I said, you're LinkedIn. You're LinkedIn. Have you updated your CV, Winston?
Yeah, actually.
When did you?
Last time I did that was like less than a month ago.
When did you last update your CV,
Last
Michael?
week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Yes. I know why. Now, when was the last time you updated your LinkedIn, both of you?
That would also be about a month ago.
Last week.
You know, the reason why I'm asking both is that some people update CVs and forget about the LinkedIn profiles.
Big
Now,
mistake.
yes, today I was at the Attorney General Alliance conference, AGA Africa conference, and I mean, I wish we could talk about that later because so many like eye-opening, insightful conversations we had on there. And before one of the panelists came on, because this is panelists all over the world, you know, people from Microsoft, from all T-Mobile, and someone was like, oh, so before I came on, I checked this panelist on LinkedIn. I'm like, aha. So if you're LinkedIn, you are there doing some, then it you know that it's beans. So today we're going to have a conversation, you know, because with time, everything's gone digital. You are doing everything on your smartphone. You're doing everything on the internet. You are sending CVs out. And if you've ever applied for a job online, especially those who've been applying for remote jobs, you'd notice there's a button. Use your LinkedIn profile to apply for the job. Now, you that your LinkedIn has your last job, which was in 2007 and 2008, 2009, you submit it thinking that it's sending your CV and you don't get the job. You're wondering, oh, what's happening? So today with Amanda, who's been on the show before. Welcome back, Amanda.
Thank you, Spiky.
So Amanda is a digital marketing specialist and she knows all the corners of LinkedIn. So if you want to quit your job and apply for a new job, I'm not saying quit your job, but I'm saying if you want to, now's the time to upgrade your LinkedIn profile. And Amanda's going to tell you why and how you should do it. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you very much,
So-
Spiky.
First off, social media. I mean, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, then LinkedIn. Some people I see treat LinkedIn like their Facebook. Yeah, they go to Facebook and post their party pictures, you know, their baby, their kids' pictures and stuff. You know, stuff you do on Facebook. Is that right?
Thank you very much. I think just this afternoon I saw a post from somebody who is saying he left Facebook because of this whole thing like 3 years ago. He's not logged on his Facebook account. And now he's on LinkedIn and he's seeing certain things of that nature on LinkedIn. So when you said it, I was like, yeah, I read something like that today. You know, LinkedIn is really a professional platform.
Right.
I mean, that was the whole idea. That's the whole mindset. And it's business oriented. So it's much more about showing that aspect because you want to attract recruiters or hiring managers, or you want to collaborate with a brand, or you want to attract potential customers as well. So basically that is that platform that has been given to you free of charge to use. You can't use the same strategy you are using on Facebook or Instagram on LinkedIn. It doesn't work that way, especially if, let's say, you're looking for a job. You can't use that same strategy on LinkedIn. As you mentioned, currently some hiring managers or most multinationals, when hiring, they ask you to fill in your CV with the LinkedIn. So they go there because they scroll through your LinkedIn to see what you do there.
Right.
So you see, you'll be surprised. Someone says, okay, do I've updated my LinkedIn? I don't really post. Yeah, I mean, it's good to post. But you often like certain comments. You often like certain posts. You often comment on certain posts. They go through to know what interests you. What do you look out for when you're on a professional platform? Which conversations do you engage yourself in? What's the value of contribution do you add up to with the post that has been? So really, you can't treat your LinkedIn page like your Facebook page.
Right. So you have to engage in conversations and topics that would mirror your skills or your professional life.
Exactly.
Okay. So for our listeners who are listening, I want you to send your messages to our WhatsApp number, which is 055 11 11 997. I want to know, are you on LinkedIn? And when was the last time you updated your LinkedIn profile? When was the last time you posted or commented? When was the last time you logged in to LinkedIn at all? Because I know some people, I have a LinkedIn and that's it. Your picture is from 2002. You know, Mike, why are you looking at me like that? Are you guilty?
I nearly felt called out and I realized I've changed my picture.
Oh.
So I'm cool.
Yeah, some people don't even have a picture at all. I understand that, privacy concerns. But so send us a message, 055 11 11 997, 055 11 11 997. So, Amanda, what I want to know is, like, what are the important sections on your LinkedIn profile that you need to pay attention to? So am I just going to post, or I need to update the CV part as well, my professional experience, or I need to be replying every message in my inbox? Michael, why do you have your hand up?
Oh, no, carry on.
So what should I pay attention to?
Okay. So immediately you asked, what was the last time Michael had his profile picture updated? I just smiled. He said he did that recently. That is the first thing somebody sees,
Right.
when you even want to connect. So if you should send, you want to connect to somebody and you don't have a picture, a profile picture, the likelihood of the person accepting is
Very low.
very, very low. So when you get to your LinkedIn page, one of the main things you know to do is to update your profile picture.
Right.
And because it's a professional platform, you should be mindful of the kind of picture you use as your profile picture. It's very key. And maybe you sign on to LinkedIn like, let's say like 5 years ago, and currently you can see there's a difference between the 5 years image and now. The appropriate thing really to do is to get a
Update
current
it.
picture.
Right.
Maybe 5 years ago I didn't have locks. Now I have locks. So I need to change so that the recruiter knows the kind of person he or she is speaking to, because I can't see you, especially if it's remote.
Right.
Before they even have or send you a link to have an interview with you on. So first of all, the profile picture gives them an idea of who they are really talking to. So the profile picture is the first thing. And it needs to be, ideally, LinkedIn will even advise that you use a portrait picture, which should take about 60% of your face.
Okay.
So it's not like a picture that you are sitting so far away that you can really
can't see your face.
Yes. So ideally, you should take like 60% of your face. That's why it should be very high resolution.
So passport picture, basically.
Baby, basically, yeah. And it's good to use your profile picture should be just you, not a group of people in the
Right.
picture, so that they know who they are dealing with. So because you're mistaken, maybe is it A in the picture or B? So it should just be you. Apart from the profile picture, we have this other one that we call the background photo.
Right. Yes, the cover photo. on
Yeah,
the
like
top.
the header, which is also important. It also informs them about, so some people use the background photo for maybe a particular skills or work that they are into, or maybe to show off maybe an award they've won or what they do. So once you get there, you have an idea, okay, this person is into digital marketing, this person is into, just by the background photo. So the background photos, a lot of people don't update their background photo, or they don't have it at all. So maybe if you don't have, it's one area that you should look at to really update. And then we also have this other section that we call the headline. You know, just after your profile picture, you have this, you'll be able to put in your skills, what you do. That's one thing that people would see first when you want to connect. So when you send me a connection, I'll first of all see your picture, and then I have an idea of what you do or your skill sets. So if I'm the type that maybe your skill sets, you know, sometimes you send connection to somebody and they wouldn't really accept. Sometimes they will accept. Some people are that's mindful. The person feels, I mean, this connection, I don't really have anything to do with the connection with regards to this skill set, so I wouldn't really accept your connection. And even for recruiters, is one thing that they look out for, because that's the first thing they see. And you need to use keywords that, especially if you're looking for a job or you're looking for collaborators, you should use keywords that a hiring manager will be searching for,
right,
or a collaborator will be searching for. Maybe you're into market research, digital marketer, and that's the kind of job you're looking for. Those are the keywords that should be seen in your headline.
Right.
Because when the hiring manager comes on LinkedIn, he or she is not going to type your name because they don't know you, but they will definitely type marketing researcher.
Right.
And these are some of the keywords that you should use in your headline, in your background, and your skill sets, experience as well. So from there, we also have what we call the background. So the background gives you a brief about yourself, and it can be what you are doing currently, your achievements, and about your likes, what makes you happy. It's just a brief. As much as it's a digital platform, sometimes people also want to see the human aspect of you. So you use that part to update your wins, what your achievements. Then we come to the educational side to also feel what you've done, your achievements, your background, your skills, your certificates. We have voluntary sites as well. So these are all various places that you need to update. It's not just put your picture there, forget about it, and then leave. Or just open a LinkedIn account and you think by some magical means you get some hiring manager finding you or some company that want to collaborate with you. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a whole SEO approach. Because when I started hearing keywords and everything, so for those who know what SEO is, search engine optimization, I mean, that's Amanda's job.
Yeah.
So you have to use keywords. You have to use stuff that could easily get you found, because clearly the hiring manager or the HR manager is not coming to say, I'm looking for Michael Ajiti. They're coming to look for the thing that Michael does or the thing that Winston does. So you have to indicate that this is what you do. It has to be in there. Now, how often do I need to update my LinkedIn profile? So Michael did it last week. Winston has done it in recent months. I have done it I think I did mine in February. So do I have to update it again?
Okay, so I would say it depends on what you are on LinkedIn for.
Right.
That's the first thing. And it depends on what strategies you need to implement, you've decided to implement. There's nothing like updated every 5 years, but it should be very current.
Okay.
Sometimes LinkedIn algorithm works in such a way that if you leave your page dormant for some time, I mean, they would be showing pages that are very current and updated. So sometimes you just can go on your page, your profile, and update maybe a comma. You've done something in the past 2 months.
Right.
You can update your background. Maybe you've not earned yourself any certificate or new school for you to update. So you feel, what am I going to update? But you've got yourself some achievements. You've met some collaborators. You've done something. So you can even use that to just edit the background side of your LinkedIn. So there's no fast rule as to don't update tomorrow. I even updated yesterday in the evening. Because like you go back to your LinkedIn and you're reading and you think, I could have added this or changed this keyword to this. You just update it. And if you update it, LinkedIn algorithm sees it that you are really current on your page. So the rate at which they will show your page or it pops up when somebody is searching for anything with respect to your skill is high as compared to somebody who leaves a page so dormant. So you realize that there will be a certain period I find yourself having a lot of people sending in connections to you. It's because maybe you keep your page really updated, if that with posts or commenting on people's posts as well. Yes.
Right. So if I get this, the analogy is like having an LED flashing light on your shop versus somebody who doesn't have one. If you have an LED flashing light, it attracts attention. It gets people to wonder what's happening here versus you that is using Bobo. So, like Kelewele sellers are always using the Bobo lights. So imagine a Kelewele seller using flashlight that says Kelewele here.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You go there.
I don't.
No, you are very traditional. You're not my
we are
target
used
market.
to Kelewele and Bobo.
You are too
I know.
traditional.
No, it's not about being traditional. The first thing all of us would think of By now, this thing they cost. That's the very first
But
thing.
you see, the advantage of that is that then the person has a higher asking price. If people are already assuming,
But all my kids
That's-
really cheap though.
basically, imagine that you are the flashing lights, right?
Mhm.
Your LinkedIn profile is like flashing, and people are coming and they're anticipating that you're going to be expensive. That gives you a good, opportunity to ask for more.
This actually gives me a good question because it's a
Right.
conversation I've been having with some friends of mine. Now, what they say about LinkedIn is that LinkedIn is very plastic. In the sense that they said that LinkedIn is very
Showy.
made up. Yeah, showy
Yeah.
and very made up. But based on what you said, I think that's the point. So could
You're
you please-
basically supposed to show off
Show off.
that this is what I'm good
You're
at.
supposed to basically peacock.
Yeah.
So can you please touch a little more on that?
Okay, so as I said, LinkedIn is a professional platform.
Yeah.
So it's either you are there to network with people, to collaborate, or maybe you want a new job, or just to learn more from other people in your industry. But then, if let's say you are looking for a job, how can I find you? It's about, I don't have your CV, I don't know you. So till I get to your LinkedIn page and I see what you say you are doing or what you tell me, that is what would that's the first point for me to even take a step further. Is okay, let me engage this person and speak to the person. But if there's really nothing on your page, there's no skill sets, and you've activated the open for job or looking for a job, you can imagine that how many recruiters will really get to you. As you said, yeah, I agree. I mean, some people say LinkedIn, now it's a platform that you can't even really believe or trust if what somebody is saying is the reality. I mean, that aspect is there, which is common on all social media platforms. It's uncommon on also. But you can't say because of that, you won't put up what you do or what you are doing, because you know your end game. You know what you want to attract. So if you're not doing that, how can somebody find you and know what your potentials are? So yes, that aspect is there, but the aspect of it works is also there because you find that on all social media platforms.
All right.
Right.
So
So
professional Instagram. Got it.
yeah. Yeah, so Winston just called LinkedIn a professional Instagram. I don't know if it's accurate, but yeah, somehow. Michael, what are you thinking about?
No, I'm just thinking how much I've decorated my page recently when I did my upgrade. And professional Instagram is not too far off the mark. Because all the sections you mentioned with that, you need to make sure that your cover, your profile picture is updated. And I only did that because I have more, my face hasn't changed enough that really warranted, but you know what, it lessens the shock just a little bit. So since I've got more facial hair, let me add that in there. But I can still go back to the old one anyway. Cover header image has been changed. My background information has been changed. All of that, even when I updated it last week, I did a small update there as well. So, I mean, on Saturday, I look at it short of throwing in other stuff that you normally put in on Twitter and Instagram, all that, it really is just a professional Instagram.
Okay. So
You heard it here first.
well, we've got a few messages on WhatsApp. There's a question. When you send messages, could you please add your name and your location so I can, identify or read? So yeah, Bridget Bediako from Gulf City says, why do I need to update my background pic often? So she wants to know how often why she needs to do it often.
Oh, okay. So is it the background update or the background cover? Okay, so there's a difference between the background picture I'm talking about, which is like the header, and we have a part there called the background, like a background short brief about yourself.
Right. So like a bio something.
Yeah, so it's like a bio.
Right.
So like a Instagram bio sort of. So that part is a bio. So that somebody in brief has an idea of what you do and what your achievements are or what your skills are. So there's a difference between that background cover and there's a section there called the background where you write a brief about yourself. So that's that part I was talking about, that even if you don't have anything to update, you've done certain things over a month, 2, 3, not necessarily you've gone to school or a certificate, but in terms of working and in terms of you've achieved something, you can update that background part, not the picture.
Right.
with it. Yeah. So
Great.
that's the background I was referring to.
So there you go. Good evening, please. I am Dansoa. Following your conversation currently, it's quite coincidental that I opened my LinkedIn profile today
Wow.
to update a few things. I have not done that in a long while now. I have not posted anything on my profile yet. However, I hope to do so with high quality after I listen to the conversation. This is really enlightening. Thank you. Thank you too for sharing. So yes, that's why you should. High quality stuff only. I've got a question here. Can LinkedIn... Before I even think or dream of downloading the app, my most important question is that... And Kwesi, what has e-levy got to do with LinkedIn?
Hubtail.
Ah, right,
Oh,
right,
okay.
right. Okay.
We'll
Because I
ask
was
them
in
next
shock.
time.
And then LinkedIn, what's that? I don't remember that account. So it's been ages. Hey, Nana Kwesi, are you looking to get employed? Or are you looking for talent? Are you looking for like-minded people to engage in discussions with, professional discussions with? Then LinkedIn is the place to go. And he's also asking, can LinkedIn be used to market and sell?
Yeah, the product. You Nana Kwesi, that is what you're marketing and selling.
So you're selling your professional brand, which is you.
Right.
So invariably, you're not going there to maybe say, I'm selling a product A, 2,000 Ghana cedis, come and buy.
Right.
Those are, but you want to educate people why they should go in for product A. What
Okay.
product A does for you. The do's and don'ts of product A. You'll be surprised a lot of people they don't know. So then they realize, when it comes to the industry, you really know what you're about. So I
Right.
really want to get in touch with you and even buy from you.
Right.
Because people would prefer to buy from people that know what they're about. So that is a way of indirectly even marketing or selling
and
what you
stuff.
have.
Wonderful.
So
So-
indirect to
Yeah.
as well.
hey, why are you
Again?
selling from-
No, I'm saying so it's professional Instagram, indirect to that one. Let's keep going. We find more interesting things about it.
So, yes, what is the difference between the bio and about?
Okay, so maybe that's what you call about the bio. So I mentioned that we have the highlights
Yes.
just beneath your picture, where often that's where you see people writing maybe CEO, digital marketer. That's the brief, because when you send somebody a connection, that is what you'll see first.
Right.
Then we have the bio, which is the brief about yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
That place is that's the about.
So you're short myself.
Yeah,
Goes
the short
there.
mind. So by LinkedIn, that they call it about.
About, right.
So you see the about. That's what the about column means. It's like a brief about yourself to sell yourself.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now this is where it's this is an important question for me, because I get so many connection requests. Should I accept anybody? You know how on Facebook I don't just add anyone as a friend. On Twitter I don't just follow people. I mean, I can't control those who follow me unless my account is private. I don't just follow people. Should I apply that same style to LinkedIn?
It's not compulsory to accept everybody.
Yeah, I'm accepting everybody.
Oh, it's not. I mean, it's not compulsory to really accept everybody.
Right.
Especially some people are particular about the kind of connection they build on LinkedIn. And so you can't really tell somebody you need to accept this person or not accept. It depends on what the person's strategy or plan is. Some people feel, okay, this person really has nothing to do with my career growth, or I wouldn't want to connect with you.
Right.
You can't. So at best, what you can just do is maybe follow the person, but you can't really connect. So with the difference between, LinkedIn has the follow button and then the
Right.
connection
Connect.
button. So I can follow you. So that one I have the advantage of seeing whatever you post, you share. But with a connection, you would have to accept it. If you don't accept, I can't send you a message. That's the thing. So I can't send you a message without, if I'm not connected to you. But if
Okay.
I follow you, I can really have everything, but I still can't send a message to you.
Right.
So you are not really mandated to accept every connection.
Cool. So
And then I don't know if I
Sure.
and so you should be mindful of even the people you send connections to. You don't think that, I've seen this, let me send connection to. Because LinkedIn algorithm also works in such a way that when a lot of people refuse or delete your connection, LinkedIn starts
Flagging
yeah,
you, right,
why
so
are a
it's
lot
spammy.
of people rejecting connection from this particular person? So it's not like they said go and connect on LinkedIn, so you also there, I see, connect. I see this person connect. Yeah, exactly. And then you realize people saying, they've sent connections to these people and they don't respond or trying to. Nah, I mean, that is a person, and it depends on what the person is doing. So when you're connecting, some people will advise that maybe you follow the person, you know what the person share, you've commented 1 or 2, then you try to send a connection.
Okay.
To see if the person will accept.
So don't do any illegal connections because it can affect you if it doesn't connect correctly.
If you do it often and people, when you have a connection, you either take on the correct sign or the so
X.
if a lot of people are always taking on the
X.
X, then LinkedIn will start looking at you.
Professional Tinder.
Always have a name for something else.
Winston, Winston just keeps dropping these. I'm going to take a commercial break and try and double click on resets on Winston. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
It's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Shout! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information.
MTN.
And we're back. If you just joined in, we're talking about LinkedIn. Yes, it's a professional social media platform for you to, as Winston rightly puts it, it's a professional Instagram, it's a professional sell yourself, and it's a professional... Yeah. Yeah, so basically you are showing yourself for prospective employers or prospective hiring managers to see your skills, and basically consider it as your online CV, which is essentially what it is. And we've learned that being active on LinkedIn can help you get noticed some more. We've got some messages coming on WhatsApp. Spikes, what's the difference between headline and position on the LinkedIn profile page? That's from Nana.
Okay, so the position,
yeah,
I'm sure that's where the same thing is written as the headline. Maybe because I'm using the right words, that's how LinkedIn mentions those places. So that's that part. And then either the position also he or she is referring to maybe like position, your current position,
right?
So when you update that part, that's your career journey, that part does not reflect under the headline.
Okay.
So the headline, you have to go there again to fill that part.
Right.
So you can edit all this at the profile column. So you just have to click on your profile picture. It opens up, and then you have something like a pen. Once you click on the pen, you have all the details that is attached to the headline, the background, and you can change that part as well.
Great. And we've got another question saying, how long should the about section be, as well as is there a way of uploading evidence of information? So like maybe your certificates, and there is.
Okay, so the about column initially was 2,000 characters. I think currently you have up to 2,600 characters to use for the about column. So you are free to use, but it doesn't mean because you've been given 2,600 characters, you just write everything. Because what I've also realized that, we already have a section for your education. You've already written that. So why don't you use the about column for something else that is not in your educational background? And then for LinkedIn, you are just able to update, let me say, the certificate name, not necessarily the picture.
Right.
So some people are able to update the picture as a picture, maybe as a post.
Right.
So maybe they finish some course on LinkedIn, so they awarded a certificate, use it as a post on your page. And I think one thing I didn't mention is, unlike the other social media platform, LinkedIn gives you the platform to learn. So they have LinkedIn Learning.
Okay.
So they have the free version of LinkedIn Learning that you don't have to subscribe and pay monthly, and you can learn like a lot. And then maybe if you're so good and you want to really upskill, you can pay for the monthly but you have the free one that you should really take advantage of.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a free LinkedIn learning platform you should take advantage of. Yeah, get some knowledge and some skills, update it. And you do get a certificate of completion when you're done with the course. No, Amanda?
Yeah.
Yes, so when you're done, you get a certificate. I can brag about Instagram, professional Instagram.
I have tried
right?
it.
Yes, with you, of course, have tried it.
Yeah, I've definitely tried it. I tried
With
a course
data
on-
science.
Yeah, I forgot what course. I think it was a SQL course or something like
Right.
that. I tried it.
So you've showboated it on.
I don't remember. But I think we should meet up with you so that we can do a special where we do a before and after.
A demo,
of
right?
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, so like we do.
But whose LinkedIn are we using? 'Cause
Mine,
May
certainly
his.
mine.
yours.
Yeah.
I thought you said you did yours in the last month. So,
So-
it's all
I
professionally
don't
done.
post.
He doesn't even remember what he's updated on it.
I don't know what I've done a couple of courses. I just don't remember. You know, there's a proficiency test as well.
Yeah.
That LinkedIn also have
Yeah.
done those. Yeah.
I mean, if you're applying for certain jobs, you have to take proficiency
Yeah.
tests.
Even
to show.
voluntary jobs that you take, you can
Yeah.
still update them on your LinkedIn profile.
Yeah,
as
so I
well.
think we should do that, and then it will be a 1 month period, and then we see what happens in a month.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
should be fun.
Cool. So yes, if you've been listening, we've been talking about your LinkedIn, your online CV, your online resume, and why you should update it regularly, why you should have it in the first place. And we've been talking about it from the point of people who are employees, but what if I'm an employer? Should I also do the same thing as everybody's doing? Should I update often? I mean, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO. I don't need to post because, I'm getting my paychecks anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So, not mentioning names, but you have a lot of the boss, the CEOs that really have updated their LinkedIn profile. Really. So currently LinkedIn is even they have their own criteria that they
Right.
choose LinkedIn influencers.
Yes.
Yes. So we have LinkedIn influencers, and it's because of some of these things, and you realize these LinkedIn influencers are people also who also some of them fall in the category of they are their bosses. So they share. You realize that such people share things about their company,
Yes.
so that they are building the brand reputation of the company as well. So it's not necessarily about them, though they will update their profile, everything. But you realize that the content that they share most often is about the company, to set the company out there. So there's nothing like it's for employers, employees. It's for really everybody.
Yeah, I know Richard Branson. I follow him on LinkedIn, and he's always posting.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're gonna bring the show to a close. Unfortunately, yes.
Before we go, we have our weather special coming this Sunday.
This Sunday, yeah.
Hopefully Sunday 4 p.m. You guys will get to experience our day with the Ghana Meteorological Agency.
Yes, and we learned a lot on that day. I personally, I can tell the weather. I'm not bragging, but yeah. So Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN where you go. Thank you very much, Amanda, for
Thank
taking us
you,
through this. We will
Spiky.
definitely bring Winston for you to upgrade his LinkedIn.
Before and after.
Before and after. And so thank you to my producer, Prince Safo, Dennis the Fair Boy, Abeku Sankofi, and Tracy Newman. Thank you guys for the wonderful job you're doing. My name is Kobby Spiky Nkrumah. Catch me at Real Spiky on